Всем привет! Меня зовут Юля. Today we are going to talk about adjectives and we will learn how to make comparative and superlative forms of adjectives. We are going to start with comparative form. If you want to compare two objects, if you want to say that something is more expensive or something is bigger or smaller, then you need to use comparative form. Here we have two ways. The first one is the easiest way for non-Russian speakers, but unfortunately it's not very used by Russians. So here we need to add более, менее before adjective. Более means more, менее means less. And then you add the adjective you need to use. For example, этот дом более дорогой. This house is more expensive. Or это платье менее красивое. This dress is less beautiful. So as I said, you put более, менее, more, less, and then adjective. And the adjectives here, pay attention to the ending. The ending is corresponding to the gender of the noun. So дом masculine, that's why here there is ой ending, masculine ending. Платье оно красивое, neuter ending. So более-менее plus adjective. But as I said, in daily life, in practice, we don't really use this comparative form. We use way number two. It is a little bit more complicated. We use suffixes е or е. For example, сильный, strong, сильнее, stronger. So you can see that we change the ending ый to е. Сильный, сильнее. Красивый, красивее. The same situation here. The last two vowels, our ending, we change to е. Красивый, красивее. Beautiful, more beautiful. And how actually to compare the objects? Let's see which cases we use afterwards. Эта книга интереснее, чем та. So here there are two options. You can use чем, then, plus a nominative case. This book is more interesting than this. Та, it's a nominative case. Это у нас именительный падеж. Эта книга интереснее, чем та. Чем та, than that. Or you can skip чем, but in this case you need to use genitive case. You can say эта книга интереснее той. This is genitive case. Это родительный падеж. Okay? So here интереснее, more interesting. This is our comparative adjective. And afterwards, as I said, you can use nominative case with чем, чем-то, or you can use genitive case, but in this case you don't need чем. You can say эта книга интереснее той. So these are two ways how to make comparative adjectives. The first one with более, менее, more, less, and the second one with suffix ея. But unfortunately, as I said, this case is a little bit more complex. So these adjectives are, I don't know, normal. They are not exceptions. It's rather easy to make comparative form. But there are some cases where we need to use another rule. So the rule is following. If the last consonant before the ending is one of those g, k, h, d, t, st, we need to use the suffix ye, and also we need to change the last consonant. For example, дорогой, дорогой, expensive. So you can see that the last consonant before the ending oi is g, it's one of those. That's why comparative form will be дороже. So we use the suffix ye, not ye, and also we need to change consonant g to consonant ж. Дорогой, дороже, expensive, more expensive. One more example. Тихий, you can see again the last consonant is one of those. Тихий, quiet. Тише, quieter or more quiet. Тише. Again, we use the suffix ye, plus we change the consonant. And last example, молодой, моложе, молодой, young, моложе, younger. Again, the last consonant before the ending oi is d, it is over here, so we use the suffix ye, and we change the consonant. This is the rule. Honestly, sometimes I think it is a bit difficult to memorize the rule, these letters. It's easy to learn the adjectives right away. So over here I will write down more examples of the most common adjectives, and you can memorize them right away instead of trying to understand the logic of Russian language. Otherwise, this is the rule. If you want, memorize the consonants, after which you need to use suffix ye instead of ye. So this is kind of semi-exceptions, okay? And there are 4 adjectives that you need to remember 100%. Exceptions. Хороший, лучше. Хороший, лучше. It's good and better. Хороший, лучше. For example, этот фильм лучше предыдущего. Next one is плохой, хуже. Bad, worse. Плохой, хуже. Эта квартира хуже, чем та. Маленький, меньше. Small, smaller. Этот мой дом меньше, чем твой. Большой, больше. Big, bigger. Слон, слон больше, чем тигр, for example. And last point that I want to tell you is that in these cases, when we make comparative adjectives with ye or ye suffixes, here the gender doesn't play any role. So if here we change the ending based on the gender of the noun, in these cases we use these comparative forms for all genders. It doesn't matter if it is singular or plural, masculine, feminine or neuter. You use the same comparative form for all genders. I hope it is clear. So this is comparative form сравнительная степень. Another form is superlative form. Это превосходная степень, when something is the best, the biggest, the most expensive, etc. You need to use superlative form. Here we again have 2 ways that that we use very often. There is another way of a superlative form, but it's a bit complex and not very used in daily life, so I decided to skip it. So the first one, how we make superlative form of adjectives, is to use самый, самое, самая, самая. It means the most. And here, if you can see, I wrote down 4 forms. It means that it depends on the gender of a noun. Самый for masculine, самая neuter, самая feminine, самые plural, and then you use the adjective. For example, этот город самый красивый. This city is the most beautiful. So этот город masculine, then самый, this is the form for masculine noun, самый красивый. So you can see over here and over here I use the endings for masculine form, because as I said, город, city is on, masculine. Этот город самый красивый. The city is the most beautiful. Это здание самое старое. This building is the most, no, this building is the oldest. Здание, оно, that's why you can see over here the endings are for neuter nouns, okay? So this is way number one of superlative form, самый, самое, самое, самое plus adjective. Pay attention to the gender. And way number two, you use the comparative form of the adjective and afterwards you use всех, means of everyone. Yes, let's have a look at the examples. Он сильнее всех. He is the strongest of everyone or among everyone. So here on, this is our subject. Сильнее, this is comparative form of the adjective. And then we used всех, of everyone or among everyone. He is the strongest of everyone. And you, if you need, you can precise of everyone where, in this apartment, in your office, in the world, etc. You can precise, you can put the location. For example, он сильнее всех в школе. He is the strongest in the school. Okay? Она красивее всех. Again, она, the subject. Then we use красивее. You can see the with suffix е, it's over here. Она красивее всех. She is the most beautiful of everyone, among everyone. And again, in brackets, I wrote down the location. She is the most beautiful where? На работе. Not in the whole world, not in the city, not, I don't know, in Russia. No, only at work. Она красивее всех на работе. She is the most beautiful among everyone at work. Okay, so this is превосходная степень, the superlative form of adjective. Adjectives, two ways how to form it, with самый, самое, самое, самые plus adjective, or you can use comparative form from here plus всех. Okay, and yes, you can see that as there is a suffix ye here, I don't care really about the gender. I use the same form for masculine or feminine or neuter or plural form. This is the theory. Now to practice, over here you will see 10 pictures. You need to make sentences using comparative form of adjectives. So here are 10 sentences. Pause the video, write down these 10 sentences and I will show you the answers. Ta-da! I hope you didn't make any mistakes. If you have any questions, let me know. Subscribe to my channel and see you guys next time. Пока-пока!